Next topic is star bonds.
Okay.
How would Kansas law protect taxpayers when star bonds are used for large development projects? What transparency and accountability requirements should apply to bond financed deals? Would you support stronger voter input or clawback provisions if promised benefits are not delivered?
Yeah, star bonds are something this district has benefited from. The district has a strip in it that includes Hy-Vee, Dick's Sporting Goods, several restaurants, and a steakhouse, and it brings in a lot of tourism. When people come into games, they shop there, they eat there. I get groceries there, so I benefit from it. But that was a star bond district. And then we also did another one for the museum that we built, the Art and Light Museum.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we've shown that the tool can be used effectively. We actually the city paid it back faster than it was due.
Yeah.
So that's the exception. Most of these are not getting paid back as fast as they should.
Yeah.
And so a clawback or something along those lines is not, I don't have a problem with that. I would be open to legislation that put in more accountability and a clawback. But I know that the program itself is not a bad program. It's done good for Manhattan.
Yeah, it can do good things. It's just one more tool in a tool belt, right?
Right.
That, and a hammer can do good things and it can do bad things.
Right.
But I think that I have all this research on the star bonds that I need to put together into a Substack because there's a lot of misinformation out there about how they work. And I did the research on all the ones that we have done so far. It hasn't really been around that long.
Right.
And so there were only 2 that so far have just failed.
Yeah.
And I think both of them are in the Wichita area, at least one was, because they're just not good down there with making decisions sometimes. And then, but the rest of them have either paid off early or they have paid off or maybe a little bit longer. And then the ones that are still active, some of them may be a little slower, but they're not terribly behind or they're on track.
Right.
And so they're all working out for their intended purposes.
Yeah.
The thing that came with this one is, this was when I was asking these questions was during the Kansas City Chiefs game when that
right.
And so that is such a huge thing.
It's a huge district.
So different than any star bond. It's the biggest project we've ever taken on.
It's a little bit disingenuous to say it's not a tax increase because the district itself is so large that you can't escape the district. So you're in the district,
and it's
so it
30
is a tax
years.
increase.
It's lifetimes. Also, the people there, I don't know how your district would feel if there was such a huge thing like that just thrown in here with no input from the public, no public vote on whether they wanted a stadium in their district or not. And so there's a lot of people that are like, I love the Chiefs, I love having it. I just would have liked to have had a vote in before you do something so big.
Right.
The biggest project ever.
And they did it during the off season of legislature. So the legislature was really just the legislative coordinating committee that met.
And we're all supposed to just feel. I mean, and that's the only reason I have negative feelings about it or mixed feelings about it. Because ultimately, I think I don't really want to give money to rich people because the people that are building the stadium are rich. But at the same time, I do see the benefit of having something in Kansas. People come from all over the country to come to.
Right.
We have nothing like that now. No one comes here for anything unless they're visiting for some reason or traveling through.
Right.
And so we have no destinations.
Yeah, we need things that draw people.
So I do see it. It's just the way it was done, which is a lot of what happens in politics for me at the state level and the federal level, but especially at the state level. It's not so much that they're doing it, it's the way that they're doing it.